Hey everyone, this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore. Welcome to my channel. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe, hit the bell for notifications each time I upload a new video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and share. All those things really help my channel, and for those of you who have been doing that, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate that. So today we are doing this box right here. It's really a good size. Y'all, the one that I'm going to do next, this was my prototype, so the one we're going to do is going to be a little bit shorter. You might not even notice the difference just by a hair, because I wanted to use, instead of a 12 by 12, I wanted to use an 8.5 by 11. So I just made this top part a little bit shorter. So that is what I am going to share today. Okay, so the size of this is really good. It's 7 inches tall. This bottom part is 5 inches. But like I said, it's going to be a tiny bit shorter because I decided most people use 8.5 by 11. So I thought I would and it was just a hair bigger. So I thought I would make it just a little bit smaller. I'm using the Daisy bundle again. It's so beautiful, y'all. I love these flowers on here. I'm using the new Lemon Lolly, and this is Copper Clay, a new color. This is new paper. I'm using the little gems for the center, and then the sentiment is from the Wonderful Thoughts. That's a new stamp set. I'll show you all that here in just a minute. So let's get started with that. So this is the stamp set, Cheerful Daisies. I'm not stamping any of the daisies or anything, but you can use the sentiments from here. But I love this Wonderful Thoughts, and then, well, these are the Cheerful Daisies dies that coordinate with this. For those of you who don't know Stampin' Up very well, if you buy a bundle, you save 10% by getting the dies in the stamp set or the punch in the stamp set. So these are the ones that go with this. I pulled out all the dies that we use, so they're not in that. And then this Wonderful Thoughts also has dies, and the dies for this one are right here, and it cuts out all around all these images. I think I'm going to use the hello today. So the piece that you're going to need for this is 11 by 8.5, a whole sheet of A4. You're going to need 4 pieces to mat it. I'm using the Daisy Designer Series paper that coordinates with this stamp set. It is called Fresh as a Daisy, so I'm using this piece, but I used the bottom part of it, so I had more daisies on there. Alright, so that's what we're using for this. You need a little piece of, well, you need a large piece of basic white to cut out the dies and to stamp the sentiment. Now, you're also going to need some Lemon Lolly, which is a new color that we got. This is the one. I cut all these pieces out already, y'all, to save some time in the video, because we are going to have to do some hand cutting. And yeah, so I know that takes a little extra time. So all these pieces, I cut out. This big one cuts them all out, but you just clip them apart if you want to clip them apart or use them all as one. These go on top here on these pieces, and it gives it a lot of dimension. And I already cut all those, and these are all the dies from that daisy set. Cheerful Daisies. I got to get used to all these names, y'all. All right, so those are all the ones we're going to use for this. And I will do that, cut those apart, and get those together in just a minute. But I want to stamp the sentiment, and we're going to run it through the cut and emboss. So I need my mat here. And I am going to use the Copper Clay for the sentiment. And I'm just going to use the hello. Ooh, it's really juicy, y'all. It's really juicy. It's a new stamp pad. But look how nice it's stamped. I got something on there. Alright, so we're using that. And then this is the one, the die that fits around here. So it fits just like this. You'll probably need a piece of mint tape or washi tape or something to hold it down in place. This one's a small one, so I'm just going to stick that on there, run it through the cut and emboss, and I'll be right back with that. So look how nice that gives it that little border right there. It's really pretty. And then we're going to just go ahead and get these ready to go, and then we'll make our box here. So I'm just going to clip these apart. I did ran the end of that through twice to get the lemon lolly leaves, because that's what we're putting on here. If you want to just use this all together, you can use it all together, add your pieces, and then you're ready to go. But I wanted to move the flowers around, so that's why I clipped them all apart. And we are going to go ahead and glue these pieces on. So this one goes, and I'm only doing it up at the top because I want the leaves to be kind of sticking out. I do kind of pull them up to make them look a little sticking out a little bit more. I'm going to trim that little end where I cut there. And then these do go on a specific way. This has 3 here, and I always use that to go up against these 3 right there. And I'm only going to, again, put it on the inside part, and I'm going to show you what I was talking about. I always do that with this one. For some reason, it likes to get out away from me. So you don't even have to line these up, y'all. I had to clean that off. I don't want it sticking to anything, but y'all, that's what I love about this mat. And by the way, 99% of you said you liked this mat better when I asked in my last video. So if anybody has any other feedback, go ahead and give it to me. I want to present the best that you can see, everything that you can see really good when I'm doing a video. And then we are going to use our copper clay. Y'all, we got a bunch of new blends too. The catalog is live. It went live on Tuesday, so everything, you can get everything now. So I'm just gonna, and this is the dark, by the way. Just wanted to match the flowers in the designer series paper. So, and then, whoops, how could I forget the center part? And then this one. Really easy to do. All right, so those are all ready to go. We got our hello ready to go. We got our little leaves all ready to go here. I did cut out 2 leaves and one of the little sprigs. And like I said, the paper is 8.5 by 11, and we're gonna score this. So on the 11-inch side, we're gonna score it 1 3/4, 3.5, 5 1/4, 7, 8 3/4, and 10 1/2. And you'll have this little half piece, and that is for our glue tab. And on the 8.5-inch side, you're going to do it at 2 3/4 and 6 3/4. That's it. Now we're going to do some hand scoring. I'm going to grab my little silicone mat. This just gives me a little bit of cushion behind here. You are going to want to mark the top of all of these at like 7/8 inches. It's about a half of these, the width of this. So just mark them all. I'm going to just use my little stylus here and mark it at 7/8. And we're going to do that on all of these. Okay, so they're all marked at the top right here. I don't know if you can even see that up there at the top. And then you've probably seen me do this lots of times. I've done it on milk carton boxes, and you're just going to take it from that point to the corner, and you're going to do an upside down V. You're going to do that on every single one of these here going down. Okay, so everything is ready to go. You can see that, the upside down V's right there. This is the bottom of our box, so we are going to cut this little corner off right here, this 1/2 inch piece. Leave the top one up here. And then we're going to cut to each of these, cut into these. I'm doing it the easy. I'm just cutting a little bit from each side of that score mark. Makes it a little bit faster. All right, so that's what it's going to look like. Now what you want to do is just take your fingers and I'm just going to score this part right here, get that one sharpened up. But what you want to do is you just want to use your fingers and you want to just go across and sharpen all of these ones that you just scored, the little V's. This is going to make it super easy when you put it together. All right. Okay, so everything is all sharpened up. I didn't do the side one. We need to do that one. And it's all ready to go. So I'm going to use tear and tape. The tear and tape seems to work better on these kind of boxes. So I'm going to use the tear and tape here. I'll remove the backing. And I always line it up this way instead of just folding it down to make sure these all line up really good. All right, now I do the bottom first to make sure it's nice and even here. So I just pull these all back. And on 3 of these, I'm going to put adhesive. I would use tear and tape, but I'm going to just use the Stamp and Seal on this. So put enough on any 3 that are together. All right, so then you're going to pull this down, and you want to make sure it's nice and even. That down, and then you're just going to go to the next one, and then the last one. And then get inside there and press those down really good. Sometimes I don't do that and they'll pop open. That's why I like to use the tear and tape on these boxes. All right, so now you're just going to start putting this together. I'm just going to start pulling it all together, and it goes together really easy. So just like that. You might have to maneuver a little bit, but it goes together really nice. You know, I think I'm liking the shorter top a little bit better. So I'm going to use my hole punch, and I'm using a regular hole punch here, and you're just going to punch through 2 at a time. And just guess. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just do the 2 at a time, and I'm using the larger one because the ribbon I'm using is pretty thick. If you're using a smaller ribbon, use your little 1/8 inch hole punch there. Now you got a bunch of little confetti you can use in a shaker card. All right, so I'm using the Balmy Blue or Boho Blue for this one, and just start anywhere, and that can be your front. So I'm going to just take it, run this all the way around. Make sure you have enough to make a bow in the front here. You can even tie it in a knot if you want, but I like the little bow. Get a little extra here. And then all you have to do is pull this tight. All right, I'm gonna cut this, so probably got too much now, but it's all right. I did order 2 of these boho blue by mistake, but I love the color, so I'm sure I will use it. All right, we're gonna just tie a bow here. Tie's really nice. You're gonna like this ribbon, y'all. Tie's really, really nice. You know, if I get it on the first try, it's gotta be good. All right. So there we go. Now let's mat it. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna mat it every side with this Designer Series paper. It's so pretty. Okay, so they're all matted there, all the 6 sides right there. And make sure your daisies are all going in the right direction. And then what we're going to do is grab our pieces here. We'll grab these and our little hello that we did. You can use these for anything, y'all. And then I'm going to just start, I'm going to glue these on here. I like to pull these up a little bit to give it a little bit of dimension here. Y'all, when you do these daisies, you can do them any color. Like you can use one color behind. I almost used the lemon lolly behind and then this one, the basic white in the front, but I changed my mind at the last minute. And like I usually do. I'm going to pull these up as well. I just like the dimension of it. It's so pretty. And then I'm going to do this one. Put that one here. And then this is the other one. And this one's going to go here. And then we're going to put some leaves on here. Now I'm going to put the hello on here too. I'm not sure where I'm going to put this. One's smaller than the other one. I think I'm going to do it right there. So let's put some leaves here. Love these little sprigs. They're so pretty and so delicate. You do have to be careful with them. Put that on there, and then let's put some down at the bottom here. Some leaves. Do it down here. Should have left there a little bit of room there. I think I'll just put it right there. And the hello, I think this one's so small I'm going to glue it. I used dimensionals on the other one, and I kind of popped it up. But I'm just going to use that. Glue that one down. So there you have it, y'all. I hope you enjoy it. It's so pretty. I'll show you the other one and the difference in the size. Yeah, you can actually tell the difference. I think I like the shorter one better anyway. I like the top shorter. It seems more in proportion with this one. But you can do it any way you like it. Anyway, that's it, everyone. Oh, I didn't see what I mean about the bottom popping off. I didn't get in there with my fingers and do it. All right, I think that's fine. I didn't put my little gems on here. So these are the new gems. These are the adhesive backed solid gems. And this is the copper clay. So you don't even have to. Look at y'all. It looks pretty without them, but it does add a little bit of shimmer and shine on this. So I'm going to go ahead and put them on. I put the big ones on the larger one. And then I just went gradually down to the smaller. Whoops, stay there. You can put, I'm going to put 3. I put 4 on this one, but and then this one I did 3, I think. No, I did 4 on that one too. I'm going to do 3 again. And then the really little small ones on this one. No, I didn't use those either. I use the medium ones for that, but I'm going to use the small ones this time. There you go. All done. They're so pretty. It really does add a little bit to it, so it's up to you whether you want to put them on or not. But there you have it, everyone. I hope you enjoyed them. If you need any supplies, here's my May host code. Don't forget to use it when you place an order. I'd really appreciate that. And also, don't forget the new catalog's live, and you can order now from the catalog. I hope you all have a blessed day. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later, everyone. Bye.